Wait, oh, excuse me. Hi. Hi. I haven't slept all night. Let me see. Is that gonna work for me now? Oh, I have my EEG. I gotta go soon, but I thought I'd pop in here. See if I can do a little quickie for you. Hi. How goes it? It's Friday, I'm recording this. Welcome. It's me, Wingish. The name is Yankee Quay. You're a friendly, freaky ass, sweet grass water medicine woman. Christianna Chrissy Car, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. Woo. Yep, had to have a shower. I was dancing around a little bit. Just keep myself awake. Binge watched a show on Netflix. So, yeah, I'm there. And the appointment's going to be 45 minutes, and then my kids will be home this weekend. Excited. Tired. Okay. Let's jump right into it. Oh, I miss a lot of these days. And that hurts. Okay. Call in all of our energies from the east. Path of illumination, clarity, place of fire, men. Call back all of our energies. I need some toothpicks. All of our energies from the south. So water is the emotions, the place of the child, place of innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, and that's place of introspection, the earth, the woman, physical. Calling back all of our energies from the north, that's the air, the wisdom years. Mental. Walk the railroad. Childhood. We have lots of usable energy, right? You gotta rest, you gotta sleep to get energy. When you don't sleep, you don't have much energy to go on, as you can see. We're working with what we got. We're calling all that support in, and we'll get through this, right? That's the victory. When we get up there, we learn how to utilize that energy. We learn to rest. We learn how to balance those things in our own life. We get that usable energy, and there's a victory for us in our own personal lives. And that's, so hopefully we utilize that, and that's when we turn that into wisdom. All those experiences. And then the blue road of spirit goes east to west, right? See what from the north, we have that gratitude, right? We come back down with that gratitude. Be grateful for this life that we have. Be grateful every day that sun comes up, that you breathe another breath, whatever that is for you, that gratitude. There's that wisdom in that gratitude that it brings more to you. And I can testify it does. As you know, I love showing gratitude. I'll thank you. I get excited over just very little, so. And then there's always lots of little things to get excited about. It just depends on where you're looking, right? That's what are you happy with? You happy with a lot or whatever, right? There we go. East to west is Blue Road of Spirit. And then we go the western gate. We go out, drop our robes, go to the other side road there, and back to the original source. Right? Bodies go back to the earth. Spirit goes back to the source. Above, below, and within. Spread them around, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them all around. Spread them, spread them, spread them. There we go now. Weirdo, I get weirder when I'm tired. Huh? Okay, let's try and be as quick as we can. 5 minutes, so not usually a little bit longer on some, hey? Okay. Call these ones back. Ow. That hurt. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Whoa. Okay. Let's just start with the overall. Work from top to the bottom then. Just calling. Thank you. Thank you. Help guide us today. Hopefully it makes the sense. All the freaky people, all the freaky people. You got some music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. It's when all the freaky people. This is the auto playlist, the discovery list I think I got on right there now. Talking stick and the options. What have we been looking at this week? Well, we're always looking at that relationships and that relationship with yourself and your source. First, that divine connection, what your purpose is there. Have you been narrowing them down? You know, you're trying something out this weekend? You know, if you don't like your point of view, you can always look at it from a different angle. Do you take that time to look at things from a different angle? Do you confront? You know, see, I always look at this card and see opinions, but it does say options, viewpoint and options. But do you confront your own opinions, and why do you have them? Why do you think? Why do you hold these views? Why do you think these are your only options? Do you look at that and what is that for you? You confront that stuff inside of yourself. Look at your own judgments and things like that and confront that. What is that inside of you? What brings this point of view? Am I just repeating myself over and over? Please forgive me today. This one to pop in anyways, right? So, okay, let's reflect on that and see, what are we confronting inside these viewpoints and options, right? It's all about bringing that balance together in ourselves, balancing that divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever you want to call it. We all have them, both energies within us, you know, your creative energy and your doing energy, whatever you want to, whatever floats your boat, eh? Okay. That woman energy. Creative. What are we reflecting on? Maybe there is some viewpoints, some options that you have, things coming up, some choices that need to be made. Right? Reflecting on that. What is that for you? Confronting, right? Is that the only choice? Do you feel you made that choice like, I didn't have a choice? Do you feel like you don't have a choice, right? So, what makes you feel that way? What is that? Who's in charge of your life? Right? Your source in you, right? It's that unlimited vision, confronting. How are you limiting yourself? How is you're limiting your options and the way, what you believe and what you believe you're capable of, or what you believe your purpose is, or what we're supposed to do is, you know, work hard and all that. We've been talking about that this week too. So we're looking and taking a look and reflecting inside about that unlimited vision that we had for ourselves, that we had for our lives, that we had for love, and whatever that was. What were those dreams that you had that maybe you let go of, that you thought you talked yourself out of, or allowed somebody else to talk you out of because there was a fear holding you back? What is that, right? Then we're going to give that away. Because right, if we're blocking ourselves, well, we can unblock ourselves, right? So let's look at that and tap into that. And then we give that away, that gift, because gifts are meant to be given. So if we've got a gift, we need to be sharing that out. Are we hoarding it away? Right? All to ourselves. What is that? What is that for you? Looking. Do you have all these options, but you're not doing what you really wanted to do? Right? You're holding yourself back, and this is your gift to share with the world. So not only would it bring you passion and, you know, excitement and inspiration, whatever, to keep doing that, it would do that for others as well, you know, and healing, you know. So when we use those gifts, that's what the gifts is. And again, within gifts, it's those gifts that we're all born with and that we share. And also those gifts we want to give, and that's healing. It's healing for the person creating that piece of art, whatever it might be, and then healing for the one buying it, and healing for the one receiving it, right? It's all, woo, it just keeps going. Isn't that beautiful? So then what are we doing with that? We're looking at those limits. We're giving that away because, hey, we blocked ourselves. So how? You know, let's confront ourselves in there, get rid of those fears and confront the fears and what held us back from fulfilling that unlimited vision that we had for ourselves, that Source had for us. Original Source had for us to begin with. What are we doing as we, lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. There we go. What stories are we telling ourselves? So now this is what we're doing. We're going to tell ourselves a different story then about it. Once we confront that and we start telling ourselves a different story about how it could be, about maybe how it is, right? Acting as if, right? Getting all those feelings. What if it was? What if you were living as that? What would that look like? Just sitting there and visualizing that and then expanding on that vision, right? Maybe you're already doing something like that as you're doing those deep dives, deep diving into those stories you've been telling yourself new ones, but really taking that reflection, not just the surface stuff. Go deep down. What'd you always want to be when you grew up, right? What were those biggest dreams that you had, right? What's that unlimited vision, right? Because as children, everything is so magical, right? Anything, we whatever. Like children, they go, I want to be a dinosaur when I grow up, right? Our little Leo was like, right? Walked around with the claws. He's not the only one that did that, but you know, that's it. They have that unlimited vision. Where have you limited yourself in that? Do that deep dive and see. Confront that in yourself, right? Don't going out and pointing out how somebody else isn't living their dreams and how they've limited themselves. Look at you. Remember, take the log from thine own eye first. Right? And look at that. And that's how we create that movement and those cycles. We start changing those cycles, right? And we start showing and giving another example for the children that follow, whether they're our children or other children that see that, or look at the stories that you've been inspired by. When people do share their stories, when they do that deep dive and they share from their wholeness, from that healed part, you know, so they can share their stories, but they don't get caught up in it anymore. Right? And it can move them and still be passionate, but you know, it comes to a point where sometimes they're just a story. So what are also, maybe we blew up things, like look at the things that maybe we expanded on, right? Where we made our fears bigger and they became like they were limitless to us, that we couldn't, their fears were so big. So let's change that. Are we carrying that on, right? We're putting that on our kids, like, hey, I fear spiders, right? A lot of kids get that because they see the adults freaking out about it, right? So what is that for you? Where do those fears come from? Because only you can clear those out and then release them. That's a free will. Choose it. Only you can do that deep dive inside of you. You and Creator. See those cycles and shift you need to make in your own life. You know what? And if it's looking at, you know, breaking generational cycles and blah, 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 right? You know, let's not, maybe it's just the cycle. It's just that you've repeated your own patterns in your own personal life. Because it begins there. It begins within. And then you'll just kind of naturally do that. Because as you're doing that, you're learning where that got imprinted, right? Why you react this way, why you behave this way or that way, whatever it is for you. You do that deep dive and, you know, change them, shift those cycles in your own life. Do you see patterns coming up? Right? We do that by contemplating those blessings. That's what we're confronting, right? Are we looking at everything that we don't have? We're looking at what we do have. Confronting our own views of the world. How do we look at it? Are we looking at this world with gratitude, with the eyes of wonder, and being open to what could be? Are we looking at this as just the way it is, and this is what we gotta do, and you gotta do this, make your money, pay your bills, you know? Life's a bitch, and then you die, right? Whatever that is. What is your attitude towards life, right? Are you grateful for all that you got? Do you actually take the time and contemplate your blessings? No? Take some time today. What was in that other card? What would you say if you didn't complain? And that was one of the exercises this week. Have you been checking that out in yourself? Not complaining? Catch yourself if you're going to be complaining about something. And think, okay, well, how can I switch that where it's not complaining? How can I be grateful for this thing I want to complain about? Switch it up, right? And that's what we're giving away, how we're limiting ourselves in that vision. So then we can limit our blessings that are coming in for us too. If we let those old things hold us back, we could limit those blessings coming in for us too. 2 on that one. Returning to our spiritual family, listening to our heart. Have we blocked off our heart because we're so afraid to be hurt that we don't return? We don't, we get that call to action, but we don't go. Or is that coming in? Does it feel like your ships are coming in and that unlimited vision that you had is happening, right? And you're building on that. You're listening to your heart. You're following your heart. You're looking inside, right? Joining that heart with the mind, because that's the arrows and the bowls. Those represent air, the mental, and the love, the heart, the cups, the bowls, emotions. So it's bringing the heart and mind together, lining them up. When you hear that call, you go. You return to your spiritual family where you belong, right? Get back to those beautiful swans if you're an ugly duckling. Get back in the water. Stop trying to climb the tree if you're a fish, right? If we keep trying to do those things we weren't meant to do, right? You're going to feel like, I can't do anything. I screw up everything. But maybe that's because you're a fish trying to climb a tree. What is that? Return home to your spiritual family. Your blood family can be your spiritual family too, but these are the connections we need to make. We do need to come together whole in ourselves, come together whole as one whole humanity on this earth together, because we're in it together. No exceptions, right? We're all turning the same way with the world too. We're all going in the same direction too. All depends on how you look at it. See, you can flip it. Take a different point of view. Take the point of view that feels better, where you're not lying to yourself, where it is the truth, Because really, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. That is the truth, isn't it? So what do? We're expanding these stories and doing these deep dives. We're returning home to our spiritual families, joining our hearts and our minds. Wow, 3 flipped around right in there. So we have to have the will to do it, all right? We have to open up and be willing to do that, to transform, to see that once that sun sets, there's going to be a sunrise, and that transformation that we go through. Are we willing to go through that transformation, right? This is the blend, the temperance. That's what go with the alligator, too. It's the rainbows blend. This is spirit working in there, has always been working in through your stories and trying to help you to not limit yourself. Because your Creator had an unlimited vision for you, just like Creator had unlimited vision for the whole of creation, whatever that is that you believe. It means we all have that free will. We need to open up to it. So it's a transformation, the ride through the desert towards the setting sun, the rainbows blend, the integration of everything, of all that blessings. We're contemplating all the blessings, and we're actually connecting with our source and integrating that all, aligning our will with our Creator, with that highest vision that we ever had of ourselves, the source ever had for us, right? That we ever had for our lives, that, and open up to that. If we don't take that action, right? If we never plant that seed, if we never get planted, if we just hang on to that, because, I don't want this moment to end. Well, you're not going to get to the next one. You're not going to get to the next rung of the monkey bars if you don't let go of this one, right? You have to let go to move on, right? Let go and give it up. Always give it up, right? And don't take it back, right? That's how. Then you wait for your ships to come in. There's the harvest, the bounty, but there is still stuff you have to do, right? Right? You still have to nurture those seeds. You have to water them. And then when it comes, that full expression of yourself, this is expression, fertility, bountiful earth mother. That's that self-expression. How do you express yourself? Do you express yourself from who you are, from how you were made, or are you expressing yourself from the cycles that you were caught up in? What is that? Embracing that transformation, that we all go through. We don't have the baby bodies anymore, so we do have to let go. We go through these changes, and they're physical changes, so we don't even, some things look the same, of course, right? But look at how much these bodies have changed. Definitely ain't in baby bodies no more, right? But we have to let go to soar, right? Get up above it. And look, keep that joy with us too. Always have a little bit of joy in there with you. That's what hummingbird stands for. So you connect with that source. Eagle to flyers. Free your mind to fly with eagle to flyers. See that unlimited vision, right? And then you'll be able to find those little steps too. You got to join them, those medicines together, but you got to see with that higher perspective. You know, don't limit yourself. What if, right? And just write it down. Maybe just brainstorm some things. If I could do anything I wanted to do, this is what I would do. Just start, you know, even if you're just writing about it, you know, that's where it starts. You got to start putting it out there. If you have never even thought about it, right? I got caught up in that too. Oh, what do you want? Well, I don't know, because I don't really want to ask for anything. I don't want to take away from anybody else. But, you know, coming from this place, it's bounty. There's enough for everybody, you know. So what would you do? You could do whatever you wanted, have whatever you wanted, be whatever you wanted. But, well, you have to be you, right? What would you be? What did you want to be? What was that greatest vision you had of yourself, for yourself? Hey? Time to take some action on it. Align with that. So you have to transform. Let go of that old stuff for that new stuff to come in. Let this sun set on those old ways. Fine, I'll put those down here. Right? And then blend and integrate all those old ways. That's how we make that transformation. All right? Biggest heart hugs ever. Okay. Well, thank you for being you. Shining your light through in everything you do, because you know it. This world needs you. I'm so glad you're here. Stay. Please stay. Love you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.